Looks like I'm white. Today we're going to really kind of push the limits on trying to stay connected and see what happens. Like, literally, our only focus for this entire game is just to try and have all of our stones connected at the end of the game. And we're going to see how that works. Okay, so you didn't want to play the normal way. So I think we can... I'm not sure about the rules. Like, if one stone gets cut off, does that count as being disconnected? I think we'll just go for like the whole group and not like single stones. Because I think if I try to save every stone, I think that gives a lot more bad habits. So it'll just be that the groups are connected, if that makes sense. And a single stone isn't really a group yet. Okay, so we'll push. And he extends. Okay, so we're pretty far over here. So we're going to enclose because we're going to try and connect our groups this way. Okay, so he tries to defend. And I think we're just going to play on the side. Again, trying to keep everything connected. We don't want to like jump in here and get a weak group that gets attacked right away. Same here. So I think we're going to shoulder hit. Because then we're kind of reducing the center potential and reducing his potential on the sides, while also giving ourselves kind of a connection in the center of the board. Okay, so he kind of just ignores, and I think we're going to just jump here. Again, trying to connect our stones together. We also have some potential on the left side, which I don't think is smaller than Black's area. Okay, so he tries to, guessing, cut this off. I'm assuming that's the goal. But he has a cutting point here, so I think we can push at least once. But I guess he could try and attack the whole thing. Okay, but he pushes this way, so we'll just keep running to the center. Which again is threatening to reduce this side. Okay, so he's trying to make points at the bottom. We're just going to try and connect to our stones here. And at the same time, this is kind of growing our potential in the center. And he still has some weaknesses over here that we could use. But for now, our main goal is just trying to stay connected, so that's what we're going to do. He could make it pretty hard on us to do, like if he wants to Hane here, and then if we Atari, we can Atari again. We're kind of disconnected, so we would have to run this way to make sure we stay connected. Okay. So it seems like he is going to make it a little bit challenging. Yeah, I think we just have to do that. Just focus on connecting. And yeah, then we just have to run away. We have some cutting points, but we're not going to worry about that. We're not going to worry about our center. Like I said, the only goal is keep everything connected. So we're just going to keep running because we're going to try and connect to our stone here at the top. So he attaches. Okay. We can go here. And yeah, then he's trying to Atari this. But it seems a bit difficult. But I think we're just going to stay connected. He can capture the one stone. Go ahead and Atari. And then we just keep trying to connect to the top. Because our only goal right now is just to live and connect. He goes here, so yeah, we can squeeze this. This seems very small at the moment, but should be okay. I guess he's trying to be able to run this out and kill something here. And yep, I guess we'll go ahead and just connect here so that when he does run here, we can just kind of ladder it. And we're still trying to connect, but I think we can peep here at least once, and then we can go back and fix our cutting points. Okay, so he's really focused on this area. And, yeah, I think we just gotta stay connected. We go here and he cuts, and we Atari, we capture. We are split into two groups. So I think we'll just try and stay connected like this. And stay connected. And stay connected. He pushes through here, but we don't really care about this Atari. We're just going to Hane here. So if he Ataris and we connect, then he has to defend these stones. And then we have a cutting point here in a weak group, so we're just going to defend. He's playing pretty well for 10Q, I think. Okay, and now we just need to, again, stay connected. So we're just going to run away and try and connect our stones in the center. We're not worried about killing, but if they get surrounded, then they get surrounded. But for now, like I said, our only goal is just stay connected. Okay, so now we're connected. And he has a weak group that he kind of needs to defend now. Okay, so he's trying to disconnect us, and yeah, we're just gonna stay connected. And stay connected. Yeah, he's doing pretty good for keeping eye shape. Well, except for that one. If he just blocked here, then he pretty much has an eye here. But I can connect here, but I can Atari first, and then connect. And now he has less eye shape. Like he can still probably play here, but if I get to play a peep here, his group could be in some trouble. So he's trying to disconnect. We're just gonna stay connected. No cutting points. We'll try to avoid. There's maybe some cutting points over here, so maybe we should add another move here when we can. Okay, he played here. Just stay connected. And stay connected. Don't need to try anything fancy here. And he goes here. And I think we'll just, again, stay connected. Because if he gets to play a move here, then this gets cut off, and then maybe there's some weaknesses in the corner. But if we just stay connected, we kind of automatically get points without really trying. And this group is still not 100% alive, so he still has to spend some moves to defend it. And yeah, so now we had some cutting points over here, so I kind of want to try and fix those. So we'll just play here, which is reducing his area while also staying connected. For anyone interested, I also provide lessons on Patreon as Contraband Go. I do one lesson for $20 per month, 2 lessons for $35 per month, up to 4 lessons for $70 per month. Or if you would just like to support me for making the videos, then you can also do that here. I've also had people mention that they didn't like the monthly thing, so they preferred to buy just a package of lessons. So I also provide that here. But let's go ahead and get back to the game. And if he just blocks here, I probably will just play here and let him connect under. And then we'll just play something at the top for to get some points. Yeah, definitely a strong 10Q. Normally at 10Q, they randomly die a lot quicker than this. So he's trying to cut me off, but I think I can play here, which is connecting my groups together here. And if he pushes, and he can't really cut without getting himself in trouble, so we'll go ahead and attach here. Yeah, I think my goal with this account is just see how high we can rank up while trying to keep our stones connected. I'm not really sure how high I can get, but I think it'd be fun to find out. And yeah, I think we can still stay connected and put some pressure on this stone. You can probably play this one, which is pretty good. He does this one, so we can just Atari and then connect here. So we made a few points here. We fixed our cutting points. So it worked out, and then we reduced his points here. I think he could have played this one and kept the points, but I think he was a little bit greedy here, and this wedge lost Sente. So he tries to disconnect. We'll just stay connected. But he still has a cutting point here he needs to worry about. And yeah, we'll keep him disconnected, and then there's a double Atari now. Okay, so he's trying to cut everything, but I don't think it should work. Because he doesn't have that many liberties, and then I get to play the double Atari. And then all my cutting points are already kind of fixed here. So even if he pushes through here, he can't cut. And if he pushes through here, he also can't cut. But he's trying very hard to cut me off here, though. Okay, so he tries anyway. And we just do the double Atari. And then we should just have more liberties, because he only has 3 liberties here. And if he connects here and then I connect here, then I should just have more than 3 liberties, even if he plays all the pushes and stuff. And he's also kind of ruining this area a little bit, because there's now kind of an invasion here that can cut off the 3 stones. Okay, so he goes back to trying to disconnect. But even here, I think we're mostly connected, because we can capture the 3 stones. Not sure what the best way to fix the cutting point. So if I Atari this way, then I play here. And then we're connected. So I think that's probably the best way. Because we don't want to let him push and cut everything off. We want to stay connected. So now he does this one, but he still can't push through here. But we do have some cutting points, so I think we'll just capture. He can't push through because there's no stone here. I guess he can play here next to get rid of the liberties, and then I have to connect. But right now, all my cutting points should be fixed, and we should be nice and connected everywhere. So he plays here, which is very big. And normally I would probably 3-3 or something here, but our goal is to stay connected. And if I 3-3, I don't think I can connect this way or this way. So I think I'm just going to slide here and try and reduce the points from the side. Okay, so we can play here because there's some cutting points he has to be careful with. So he probably just needs to extend. We can push one more time. He blocks. And his corner is looking a little bit weak, so we'll stop him from playing the peep and make sure our group is just nice and alive. So even if something were to happen here, as long as this is alive, we're fine. He tanukis. So in a game, I would have immediately just played here because this is much bigger than this stone, but we are trying to stay connected. So I'll go ahead and connect here. And then now he has a cutting point, but we'll go ahead and connect first. And then he still needs to go back and defend, which he doesn't. And now this corner is looking a little bit dangerous. So if we kill, we're staying connected. So I think that's still fair. So we'll go ahead and block here. And then he has to try and make eyes somehow, which is also damaging his points on the side here. And he still needs to live, which I think if he just plays this one, he's pretty much alive. He played the wrong one though, so now we can peep here. And how do I want to do this one? I think we just Hane here. Yeah, I think we just Hane. And then it seems a little bit difficult for him to make 2 eyes here. So he's going to try and throw in and cut everything off, but we've already played at the vital point here. So all we need to do, well, we actually don't need to do anything. If he captures here, he can't Atari right away. He has to connect, and then we can connect, and then he Ataris, we connect. But no matter what he plays here, he's already missing 2 eyes. And we can cut here, but running this way, I'm not sure I can actually connect. So instead, we're going to just push here so that we make sure we're connected and just slowly reduce his area. And push. He can maybe block, but it seems dangerous. So now we want to reduce this area a little bit more while staying connected. So we don't want to like jump in here and then open up some cutting points. So just going to slowly reduce while staying connected. He captures, but again, this is already dead. If he goes here, then I need to connect, but since it's already dead, I don't need to. So now I connect. Yep, just need to stay connected. Even if he cuts, I can Atari. And if he extends, I connect. Okay, and then he resigns. Yeah, so I think he played pretty well in the beginning. I think playing all these connections, he got to make points here, he got to reduce. So I think I was probably losing at that point, but then eventually they kind of just always collapse. And I think we'll see that happen again and again. And but yeah, we'll see how high I can get the rank on this. Leave a comment on what you think I'll be able to get to with this, and I'll see if I can beat that. But yeah, hopefully everyone has a good day, and I'll see you guys next time.